Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Rimworld Medieval Far From Home. In the last episode, a lot happened. We fought off man-eating bears, a tribal attack, as you can see by the bloodstains. Captured two of them, one of them died, but we still have a grasshopper. We managed to pick up a neural former, which is interesting, and we've got to deal with that next. But first, I need to basically get him out of his armor, because we don't have a lot of that. And you need to haul it. And where was you? Oh, there you are. And you need to do the same with yours. And we'll get him to haul that as well. We don't have a lot of these left. So, no, not forswear. Okay, there we go. Anna also decided to have another rebellion, so we punched him in the face several times, as you can see. And we also stabbed him as well with a sword. Right, he's unsuppressed, that's fine. As soon as we get this suppression, well, it's a level suppressing thing. Don't worry about it, you. Forced to wear this thing. And with it applied, yeah, see, he's massively now, he's suppressed massively. Body strap, excellent, minus 15%. So it will really keep him suppressed. We have a lot less issue with him going rogue. We're also still working on him. He's so close to breaking. We also had a really good leader's speech as well. But there's this, the neural form. Now, I think I'm going to give it to her. Because he's not great at combat. She's more of a crafter. So her stuff, it may be useful, because we can keep her in the back ranks out of combat, and she can do stuff like stun people, put out fires, but we don't know what she's going to get. So let's go and see what she has. Ah, word of trust. Speak to a prisoner while using this, suggests to reduce his resistance to recruitment. It can only be reduced a prisoner's resistance, but not recruit him. Okay, that's not so bad. I mean, it's not great. And now she has basically a thermal heat mechanic here. Which basically, the more she uses her powers, the more it causes her issues. It's ironic because she doesn't have a tongue. You need meditation spot. Okay. Well, this is going to be the place we have our church, so you can meditate down there. Did we set her to have time off? Yeah. And we're also in the beginning, we're also in winter. We've been going through winter for a while now. So everything's dying off. I mean, there is food. We do feed our animals. If push comes to shove, we can just organise a caravan. Yeah, he doesn't like being outdoors. But now that he is suppressed... Yeah, he's suppressed. It would take him a lot longer to have problems. Everything is dandy. All the things in here are lovely and frozen. Though I would like it if someone cleaned up the floors. The thing is, I'm trying to get John just to do some research, but it means that, well, So probably turning him off Hall as well. So he has one less task to do. Okay. How much resistance does he have? It doesn't say. Because we're trying to convert him first, I suppose. I know I have the slave mod, like the slavery mod, or the prisoner workers mod, which is basically you can work them and convert them. But I find it's a bit tricky because you have to sort of like set doors. And it's a pain because obviously then you have to have all your doors locked. Or you have to have other like tertiary walls and stuff up. Right. Yeah, feeding dry berries, all that jazz. Can you come up here and like prioritize cleaning up all this dirt? Right, okay. Yeah, come on, get up your way, you useless serf. The problem is we do this and all I think about is Baldric from Blackadder. Right, okay. There we go. Right, so that's coming along. Ooh, animal crash. Pig. It's dead in a couple of turns. Did we finally get rid of the centipede? Yep, no, the bug is dead. Huzzah. All hail, the bug is dead, which means we can hunt some animals. Got some bricks. Research is coming on. Oh, he's so close to breaking. So close. The moment he breaks, we can switch to just recruiting him. This guy is also being not so bad. If we can convert him, we can have. Neither of these guys are great. They can't fight for anything, but medicine and having like a dedicated cook, because then we can turn him back into. Actually, he's not great at fighting either. Are any of these guys good at social? Oh, we converted him. Yes. He's converted to the true faith. Took a lot of time. Okay, so let's recruit. You can go and reduce his resistance. Right. Her heat would have gone up from that, yeah. Toggle this to natural heat limit. Exceeding your heat limit may cause psychic breakdowns lasting days. Yeah, not going to do that. This will decrease psi focus. Excellent. Yeah, pristine ruins nearby. I want to get the colonies, I need to get the colony up and sustainable. These guys are going to be useful for stuff like medicine and cooking, because then we can turn him away from cooking and he can go and do something else. I'm just not happy. Like, I either need to go and buy... I mean, that's something we could do, I suppose. We could go on expedition. I also need to considering if I want to go on a animal starvation. Who? Ah, I see. So we need to build some of these out here then for these guys because they're going to starve. Otherwise, I thought the stuff we were giving them was enough. Okay. Zone. We'll throw them in here for the time being. Give them access to this. And then when we need them for combat, we can use them for combat. Okay. So when they wake up, they should go over to this area and feed on our flour. We do have enough flour; it should be okay. I mean, if push comes to shove, we can just go. Man, they're really eating it. Well, fortunately, winter's coming through, and we do have enough grain. These guys can also plant, right? Yeah. Well, he can plant, which is useful. John suggested doing a little bins party. Bins parties was up to a few hours. Colonists with bins or food until it's over. Simple draft your colonists to stop them taking part in the bins party. Okay. Well, no, I don't like that. You guys aren't getting to binge. Because we have limited food as is. So, what shall we get you to do in the meantime? The bug is dead, right? I think it is. Let's send you all out here. The feast has been called off. Okay, there we go. That's fine. Still mega slothful. Okay, so yeah, food is like we have enough flour for the time being. That's not going to be an issue. We do need to turn this back on now, though, for next time, so they remember to plant. They can't plant yet because it's winter. Okay, so research needs to get done. I mean, it's also a really good time to take some of my animals, perhaps. Because we could go on a trading trip. How badly do these guys hate us, the orange dudes? They're hostile. Okay, so they're not going to do anything with us. But if we take a caravan... Ooh, 2.5 days. I mean, how long would it take to get down here? And attack this. Still like a long time. Okay, good to know. Get her focus up. Raw clay bricks. Once we get the bricks done, we can put them down and make a floor and start building stuff for the chapel. We should have enough food for the animals. If not, we just had to butcher more of the animals. Right. But it's already... When was the growing season? 6th of April, May. So we got enough time, I think. We should be okay for food for a bit. I mean, if push comes to stuff, we'll just kill all the donkeys. Or at least butcher most of the donkeys. Because they breed like rabbits. And we do have a lot of them sort of coming in. So... we do have a lot of sloths. Yeah, I'm going to trim some of the donkeys' numbers. We've got a lot of donkeys. And they're going to be eating through our supplies. Like, come on, research your heart out. Right, he's Christian. Get him converted. No, get him on our side, as it were. Getting that up, which is good. Right, word of trust. Okay. His suppression is... yeah, we took care of him. He's no longer an issue. We cleared out a lot of the donkeys. Because they were really eating into our food. But they're no longer that important. Did I just kill all the males? I apparently did. But these are all pregnant, so they may have a male... they may have a male... well, they may have a male donkey. So it shouldn't be a problem. Were these all males? Yeah, can't be helped now. Yeah, no, we have... it says we have, yeah, no male adults. We got pregnant ones though. Okay, that's fine. Some visitors are coming by. There are more horses. What are actually creatures on our map? I haven't been keeping track. So if we wanted to, we could actually get ourselves another male. Bit of a wow of the way, to be honest. I'm mostly just using the donkeys as pack mules. Well, pack donkeys. Well, technically packed animal is the correct term, but hey ho. They're coming by. So a donkey has given birth. Foal, female. Got 3 more chances. Oh no, we only need one of them to get to be a male for it to solve our issues. Okay, they don't have anything to trade, so let's go to pass on through. Just on the off chance. Marble meteorite smacks into the ground. Excellent. Wait, he's got a gun? Yeah. Maybe he's managed to find it out in the wilderness. Lost technology of a bygone age. Chop this wood down, please. Yeah, you guys managed to make it through, did you? Ah, because this doorway is open, so they're going after the food. Yeah, you're going to be dead soon enough. Okay, yeah. He tamed the donkey, it's fine, so now we don't have a male problem. Or breeding problem, technically. Recruits. I can't see their resistance, just to try and recruit them. Yeah, because they're there, okay. Actually, that is something I do need to do. Just realised. Because having these doors open is inviting trouble from predators. So, get down here. And get to here, please. Having these doors open is risky. Okay. Because, unsurprisingly, the animals will come and try and eat stuff. Man, they really got blood all over the place. We have so much blood in our colony. We haven't had rain for ages. Bit worrying, to be honest. Okay. Need to take care of this. Like, we're still traipsing so much mud and stuff in. Yeah, drop down to 5. Be a while before we can reduce it. Raw bricks is coming along. That would take time. Probably our next major goal is to get the chapel done. Right. Yeah, get primitive armor done. Then after that, get ice production on the way. So we get these things done. Basic furniture would be good because we can have some more advanced games which will help them cheer up. We also need to think about the fact is that with people joining us, our colony's got to be bigger, and we need to think about maybe having a bunkhouse. I am thinking of moving this defensive line out. Like I always said, like this was never supposed to be a permanent defensive thing. It was supposed to be put additional gatehouse here, additional gatehouse here, additional little like sally port. Well, they were called sally ports. Basically, they were like little doorways that, or little ways you could get out of a little doorways and passageways you could get out of a location in a fortress. And they were normally hard to find. Right, so like we just haven't like not been able to produce anything really noteworthy. Though I do think at some point I need to turn this on and get a basic heated sealed going because we lost one. So I might activate that. What can you make it out of? Steel. Not happy with that, but I need one. Come Come to the Cornish side. Low mood, yeah. We can't use ability yet. Once we get up there, so you'll be able to use it again on him to reduce his resistance, hopefully. So that's powered with a little bit. Yeah, they want duty, but we can't get that done yet. And the problem with sculptures, if I recall, basic arts, religious symbols. I think to do it we need to have small sculptures. Yeah, this is the thing, which I don't think we have the ability to make. To make the medium-sized sculptures. Butchering would be really useful. Most of our limiting issues we have at the moment is complex research. Oh, no, not methodical research. We got it done, but we can't build the We can't build the table because we need paper and glass. Which is just time-consuming. Paperworking. Glass manufacture. And there's still things we haven't unlocked here. Smoke leaf. Not that we can use it, unfortunately. Fire explosives would be nice. Carpet making. Yeah, carpet making not so important for us right now. But we still haven't got some of the stuff like basic armors. Ice production is really important. Like I said, this is a challenging game. Right. Right. Something just exploded. Okie dokie. Right. Wood is becoming a problem once again. Okie dokie. At least we won't run out of meat at this rate. And they're actually making something. And there's embraces. We admire the castles because we admire the security. And boy, isn't that true. Right, so we can go security. We have these things. We already had those, but it's not really the thing we were looking for. We want embracers. Here we go. This is really good. Not sure interested. Just going to be scale by attackers. This stuff is don't care about it. This is the thing that we want. We can basically now develop our kill boxes. Or they're not kill boxes. This is the thing. They're not really kill boxes. I personally don't like the term of it. Well, technically a kill box is an area where you plan for an enemy to come in to attack, which basically it's what it is. But with a gatehouse, like with medieval castles, that was always the case. Like you always planned to force the enemy to go somewhere they didn't want to go, and by doing so, you had the advantage. You had the advantage because they didn't want to go, and as a result, you could basically control the flow of the battle. Now, you're probably asking why I'm doing it like this. this isn't for the gatehouses. This is for the second stage of our defensive plan, which is by doing it this way, and then saying, "Oh, like you can't come through this door. Like our civilians will never go through this this door here, even if it's left open. They'll come through this doorway." And the reason for that is that when in emergencies, we can just quickly come, lock stuff up. So the enemy's AI will basically say, "Oh yeah, we can come through these ways." It's not 100% fantastic, and Christmas is coming soon as well, because at the end of the day, they have added sappers and they have added various ways to get around the fences. So we had to take into consideration. I want to see where their resistance is. Is his thing powered up yet? Nah, her thing. I find it's funny the word of trust ability we gave to someone that doesn't have a tongue. Cruelly ironic. How is our food? The flour is okay. They're powering themselves back up. She needs to get to 60% before we can use it again. Okie dokie. Yeah. Because by doing it this way, I know it's a... No, I didn't turn that door off. I know it's a bit cheating. Because by doing it this way, and having this door open, and these two, but saying, yeah, the colonists can never go through this door again. Saying, yeah, like the colonists, you can't go through this door. Probably better to say you can't go through this door. Means that they're always going to use the boat holes, and by using the boat holes, it takes a longer time, but the AI will think, oh, okay. Like the AI will think, oh, this is the way of least resistance. It's got doors open. It's a pathing thing, which I don't like doing. But historically, yeah, it happened. He had a break of paranoia. Oh, that's not good. Paranoia isn't great because he'll basically make the other person more likely to have a mental break. He's malnourished. Why isn't he getting fed? Okay. Okay, so he's complaining. Fantastic. See, that doorway's done, that doorway's done. So we go build copy. Do it this way. And it will solve some of our issues. The irony is, these kind of things... these things have been around since ancient times. Like these... We call them now airlocks or choke points. But like these kind of security measures have been around hundreds of years, like thousands of years. You go back and you look at fortresses from like the Bronze Age or from like the Iron Age, and they have these systems in place, and they work for a very long time. I mean, even today, if you think about modern day security systems and checkpoints. Lots of small spaces with multiple doorways because it breaks up the flow of attack. If an enemy has to slow and do something to get, if you can control the flow of the enemy's attack, you control the fight. A really good example is if you look at some of the larger castles, they always have their main gateway. It never faces to the next main gateway. So you can't do a straight run through from one gate to the other. It always takes a winding path. And partly that was to do with the fact that a winding path took longer and it tired the attackers out. But it was also the fact it was a morale thing, because if you imagine you burst into somewhere where you're not familiar with, you have to look around to get your bearings because you have no idea where you are, and if you can't directly see the exit, it becomes quite a demoralizing factor. It's like, okay, we've burst into this area, what do we do now? Okay, it's snowing. Hopefully that will clear up some of our blood that we have had lying around for a while. Around here probably as well. Okie dokie. Yeah, see, that goes out really quickly because of the not having a roof on top of it. Ooh, Shaman Merchant. That's interesting. We haven't had a Shaman Merchant for some time, and I could actually really, really use that. They tend to have interesting stuff. What's his issues? Awful barracks, led by Christian. Yeah, same stuff, same issues. Okay. So, Insanity Lance, Shock Lance, nah, not really interested. I mean, they're useful for capturing people. This is the thing I will say, having these things actually is good to capture people with. This braces brain damage. Actually, these two things might be good to have, just for the fact that we can use them. This one to get rid of high risk enemies, and this one to basically capture people of interest. That stuff is useful for making later medicines. We haven't seen any, like, there's been no one around that's had normal medicine for ages. I think it's because of how medicine works now in the game. We don't have access to, like, modern medicine. We only have Glitter World and Herbal. Which is why having a doctor is a really important thing. Why we need to get hold of someone who actually is competent. Got a lot of steel arrows, a lot of grey towers. Well, not many grey towers. I need to actually do something about that. But yeah, we'll actually grab these two things. They will cost us a good chunk of our money. But I have animals that I can sell. None that I'm really interested in getting rid of right now. We've got a couple of foals. The thing is, I'm slowly trying to phase out. I'm slowly trying to phase out our donkeys. Because we have quite a lot of them. And I'd rather have more horses because they have higher carrying capacity. What else can we sell? Plaster steel is nice, but it's expensive. Great stone arrows just take time more than anything else to make, but they're not worth very much. We have a bit of gold. Actually, that's one thing we can use. Because we know there's gold lying around the map. So let's throw some of that their way. Okay. There's no empty spaces. That's unfortunate. What do they fall under? What are they called again? Psychic Insanity Lance. Okay. They a weapon? No, the utility. So they are in here. There's no space for them. Okay. For the time being, we'll just have them thrown in here with the weapons. Yeah. There we go. Not assigned to haul. Oh, we got them both in. That's fine. Is he carrying? Oh no, you don't. That's too dangerous, thank you very much. But no, Insanity Lance is good and useful. They seem to be like really wanting to pick this up. Yeah, let them carry it. It's not very heavy. How's the wood? Wood is getting an issue though. And we have some wood floating about. But I think in the middle of this raging snowstorm, which is where we would take a cut, folks. I've been Cornish-Knight. This has been Rimworld Medieval Far From Home. We're getting our doorways, we're getting our gates set up, and once everything is relatively in place, we'll be in a good situation. I'll be more comfortable. I was getting a bit worried because we weren't getting the research done in time. But yes, I've been Cornish-Knight. I'll see you all again next time. Goodbye.